is going to present these two very interesting topics to the audience. And I believe you guys will have great time over next 2 hours. And Deepak is Microsoft MVP in Azure, Microsoft Azure in Canada, and also he is an MVP in C Sharp Corner. So he's writing lots of articles and very busy man, attending all those sessions and conferences. We're really thankful to have him today in our webinar, and we are also fortunate to learn lots of things from Deepak because he is 10 to 15 years experienced IT professional. In He has worked in all over the world, like in US, lots of like big companies in US, Canada. So it's really fun to like know like the experience of this kind of person who has that much experience, who has uh, overcome all those like obstacles in his career, and now is successful MVP, and also works with Canadian government. So hello Deepak, it's your time to shine now. Please educate us with your knowledge, and we are really interested to learn about importance of time series insights. So, yep.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Rahat, for your nice word. Hi, everyone. I'm Deepak, as Rahat told, and I'm Microsoft Azure MVP. Um, CSAP Corner chapter leader at Regina. Regina is capital of province of Saskatchewan. So, CSAP Corner MVP, also and Regina chapter lead, where we are we are hosting our events, tech events, very oftenly. So I blog at deepakkaushik.com. If you have any questions or you want to contact, or for example, you want to listen this recording again, so deepakkaushik.com, you could go to that website and have this recording. So I tweet at Think for Deepak. That is my Twitter handler. I'm most happy to contact and connect with you guys with any questions and any information you have. We have our YouTube channel, Deepak Kaushik, Microsoft MVP. So hold this recording, just FYI, this recording and these presentation would be available at our website, as well as Sub Corner. The video will be available and YouTube. Thanks a lot for joining today's session. I'm we I'm happy and we are fortunate to have Rahat. He is data scientist. He was working earlier with University of Saskatchewan and now he is AI head at Montreal, Canada. We both are based on Canada, so if you have any questions floating around that, or you could connect with Rahat or me any point of time. So today my session is where I would love to talk about is Azure Time Series Insight, and that's very close to my heart. There are a couple of reasons why uh, we are moving, or there is trend towards Azure AI, or you could say time series. But before that, I will touch base couple of questions and basic fundamental. Then we will do a demo, and I will take question and answer, and then we will summarize. So first of first and foremost thing which we always thought about, what the heck is IoT? My kid who is 10 years of old, he came to one day, Dad, what the heck is IoT? Why couple of guys, talking about IoT and looking over different things. So I I I talked to him. Okay, IoT is when one physical device talk to internet is called IoT. So, for example, your health band, which talk to internet and say, okay, your heartbeat is increased, or you have the sugar level increase, then probably that data will go to internet, and there will be some actionable insight, and probably you will get an email or SMS. Okay, now you have to take your sugar medicines or aspirin. So that's the thing is about IoT, where physical device talk about internet. So nowadays we are thinking IoT is new, but it's IoT was technically invented or put forward by Kevin in 1999. We could see it's a quite few years from now, but yeah, last decade, or if not decade, to be very precise, from last 5 years, AI and time series, they are playing a very good role in our day-to-day life. Just taking this example, look over this picture, and what do you think about that? Uh, for example, if any morning tomorrow you get up, you go to weighing machine, and it will say, "Okay, I will share the detail of your weight at internet. I will tweet about that, or I will email, or I will post it on Facebook. You are 100 pounds or you are 100K." So how that would work? So that's the IoT, because your physical device, for example, your weighing machine, know about you, A, so it could see. B, it have data, it has weight, and C, if it has connectivity, then it's a IoT device. Earlier we were talking about a lot of power, supernatural power. I grew up with superheroes, Iron Man, etc. But nowadays it's about IoT. So if you have knowledge of IoT, so probably you have no limit of sky. You will sign down the time. So this is kind of suggestion from my side. If you want to explore your expertise towards IoT, that is a good area where you could look over. So just take a real-time example. How now eventually I will be more detailed and with more example. I will share one case study, working case study, live case study, and one Canadian client case study where I propose a solution to them. So I will address that. Eventually, now I'm switching my gears towards more IoT time series. For example, in New York, if you had been at New York and you hire a cab, you have opportunity to go to this URL and look over time series data. If you look over time series data, you came to know at what time which taxi has started, which is the passenger, at which direction it went, how much it cost, and all that detail. So by owing to this, if you go to their website, you will came to know, okay, if you want to share a ride, you could do that because next taxi is coming. I want to show that my browser. So you have that opportunity. You will look over that detail. So if you look over my screen, yeah, so I could see. So this is the URL of New York website, New York taxi, where you have the historical data, and you could do actionable performance over that. So that is one kind of real-time scenario which has been already implemented in our day-to-day life. For example, let's what if we have data, how could we perform action? So on any data, we could figure out the anomalies, and on the basis of anomalies, we could perform certain action. So what is the anomaly? Anomaly is the problem of detecting anomalous pattern. For example, our heartbeat or sugar level, if that increase or decrease, that is one example. Let me give another example. Let me give some real-time example of one of the power client in Canada, and that is Trans Atlanta. If you look over my screen right now, this Trans Alta is the Canadian power client, they have implemented Azure Time Series with Azure Event Hub so that every time wherever there is break in any power grid or power fan, I will be not using more technical terms related to power client to make you understand, but I'm giving you the solution uh, of the of how IoT is implemented. So, for example, a fan is producing some uh, heat and some vibration, and if we record that data, we came to know, okay, this fan is not working, or this fan has some anomalies. If I'm saying anomalies, so probably after a couple of months, it's going to stop working. In that case, we have that actionable item where we could figure out, okay, this is the problem. This is going to be happen a problem, and we could take action. So it's definitely not a solution after a problem. It's kind of we are doing actions before a problem. So that's another example which I have given. If you want to have this detail, you could have this detail from uh, uh, stay tuned with our website. You have this detail over there, but I would love to share with you also this URL where you could find client example Canadian client example. I'm putting that on chat window. I would like to make it very interactive, and I would like you understand maximum, so you read about this and you will came to know how time series insight would be helpful for you guys. So we talk about Trans Atlanta, and we have the anomalies where we could figure out, okay, these are the anomalies we can find out. Now, more zero down to Azure Time Series and look over what the Azure Time Series is, or Azure Time Series Insight is. Azure Time Series is manage analytics. If I'm saying analytics, you could also use Power BI, but you could also leverage yourself with its analytics visualization service that is simple to explore. For example, nowadays we have thousands and thousands and thousands of gadgets sending huge amount of data to the cloud every minute and second, and it's almost difficult for us or any person to analyze on that data. So the Azure Times Series Insight is solution of that problem, and we could do that. Now it's time for demo. As I promised, we will do couple of demos. It would not be one way. So before demo, just sharing again, this is the website where you will find the recording, and you will also find on CSAP Corner as well as YouTube channel. So let's go. It's time for demo, and I'm writing time series. So this is my Azure portal. I go to Azure portal and write time series. So it's give me option time series insight. I said, oh yeah, that's time series insight. I would want to do a demo. So I'm doing here demo webinar demo. I use my sponsorship subscription. I'm using existing resource group, but not Damien one. I would say demo, not demo for summit. Where which location I would like to use? It's always recommended to use the location nearest to your geographical location. You could look for price detail, how much it will cost. By default, I'm using a standard one, which cost me $182 per month. How much capacity we want? So it's you could see it by default in Canadian dollars. The value is changing, but I'm using minimum 1 million events per day. For me, that's the event I'm looking for. As soon as I create it, it will start building and my deploying my event. Um, and But before that, I have another my demo, uh, another time series demo over here, where uh, I have already did that so that we could save our time. And after deployment, it would come like this. And this beautiful screen of time series insight will come up. If we look over gracefully, it's what interval time we are looking for, which event we want to address. We could give the more details if you want to give some, okay, less than 500 degrees centigrade, something like that for heat, etc. So after that, once you will have this demo ready, your platform ready, you will click and you could analyze your screen. Okay, these are the events. Which are the events I would like to look over? And after that, you could analyze. You could do heat map, which is my personally favorite heat map over here, and you could look over the details in table. So after you have all these events and charts ready, you could perform your analytical parts uh, or share this data to business. Hey, this is what we are facing problem, or this grid is going to be break, and that would be another solution. I would not like to share the detail of client here, but I would like to share a screen how this is implemented. This solution has been suggested to a client in Canada. One of our client is facing problem where their power fans are most oftenly stop working, and that cost them thousands or billions of dollars. In addition to that, they have to pay some penalty and they have to buy some energy from different source. So in that case, I said, okay, save your vibrational data from sensor to Azure IoT Hub. One of the cases for IoT Hub is to gather telemetry from the device. So if you look on next screen, you will find uh, what the IoT Hub do. IoT Hub is the hub where we have million of connected device. We can do device to cloud messaging and cloud to device messaging. For that client, my solution was, okay, from this fan, just connect with IoT Hub, and IoT Hub will pass the data to the cloud, and we on portal we could analyze that. So we could simulate wind turbine which emits the data. We can provision some device. If there is any telemetry is the problem. Event processor receive telemetry, then we forward that detail for benefit. So we get nearly real-time insight. We start in seconds and global view of IoT. So that's the benefit. And as we talk about, this solution has been implemented by couple of clients. Couple of clients. If you look over IoT Stream Analytics, if the URL which I have shared just now, couple of clients, couple of cities, smart cities like Barcelona, they had implemented the time series inside for their traffic system. For example, if I'm at Barcelona and I miss one bus, it's not I'm looking over some static information. At real time, I look over where is the bus, how much time it will take, and in that time, can I grab a coffee? If bus is coming after 30 minutes, I could go and grab a coffee in that, or make a call or send some emails, that kind of details. So with that, I would like to say thanks, you guys, for joining today this session. Now it's over to Rahat, who will talk about cognitive services. And as I promised, you will find these detail and case studies at different channels, which is my website, my blog, YouTube, etc. So thank you. Over to you, Rahat.
Thank you, Deepak, for your nice and very informative session. I had, like, I know about IoT, but I had